Good morning, everybody. It's Latina J. Okay, I just wanted to share this embarrassing moment with you. Okay, so I am new to Polly's family because we just been married for 2 years, but we know each other since 2009. So we're going on a family trip. Everybody is getting together to go to South Dakota. So we fly to Denver, right? To stay with his sister and, her family, beautiful family. So, we're drinking, we're having a good time and everything. So they're like, oh, this is the bathroom you can use. Here's your bedroom, blah, blah, blah. Everything's cool. So the next morning, I wake up. Everybody's still asleep because I wake up pretty early and I have to go to the bathroom and everything like that. So, by the way, good morning. Now, you guys, if you're eating something, I don't know if this is appropriate, but anyways, I'm going to let you guys know. What happened was I had to go to the bathroom so freaking bad. So I'm going to the bathroom and I got to take a healthy shit. I just had to fucking take a healthy shit. Especially because, I just had to. And so I go to the bathroom. I take this major shit. Like, major. And I use a lot of toilet paper because I like to make sure that, my ass is clean. So when I go flush the toilet, and this is a nice house, she's an eye doctor, and this is like my introduction, and so I stop up the toilet. I'm like, okay, I know how to do this. I know how to unstop toilets. Like, I've had kids, they stopped up the toilet, but I had to learn how to be like a plumber. So I'm looking for the plunger. No freaking plunger. I was like, okay, so I go to the I go to the bedroom, and I said, and you guys, oh my God, it was the worst stink. I was like, I stinked up the whole bathroom, it stunk so bad. I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So I call up my sister and I'm like, you'll never know what I did. I was like in the bathroom of the family's house and I stopped it and she's like, what? She's like, oh my God, I did that too. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. It was just so I finally have to go tell my husband. I'm like, Polly, the toilet, it's clogged up. I can't flush the toilet. He's like, what? So he goes downstairs and he's looking for a plunger and everything like that. He can't find a plunger. I was like, oh my God. I was like, now everybody's going to wake up. People are going to smell that big stink. They're going to see that I stopped up the toilet. I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I was so embarrassed. I said to my sister, and then they're like, it's breakfast time. Come on down, Louise. I said to my sister, oh my God, they're calling me to go down to breakfast right now. It's like, how embarrassing. I don't even want to. I said to my husband, oh my. So he goes up. Obviously, her husband, my, brother-in-law, he goes and he gives Polly the plunger. Polly comes back and plunges it and all that kind of stuff. He's like, oh, it's fine, baby. I fixed it. But I was so embarrassed. Yo, this smell was like a man took a shit and hadn't shit 42 years, and it was like the stench. They were just it was so bad. I was like, oh my God. I was like, how do I go down? All the kids, everybody's downstairs having breakfast, and they're all waiting on me. And I was like, I don't want to go downstairs. I'm so excited. I was so embarrassed. I was like, how do I go down? Oh my gosh. So anyways, of course I go downstairs and everything. And I was like, oh my God. I felt like an outcast. Why? And I said to my sister, I was like, why does this have to happen? Why? And I was like, she's like, oh, don't worry. It just happens and, it's normal. And so, she was like, cracking up and everything. And I was like, kind of like, but I was like, And so that was like really embarrassing for me. So embarrassing. So embarrassing. I was like, you know, I was like, it had to be the perfect time. You know, it's like everybody's there. And so that was number one on the trip, right? So I'm like trying to be like nice and, you know, this and that, whatever, and prim and proper, because I'm meeting, you know, my husband's family, and I'm going to meet all of his family and all this kind of stuff. And we're going to go to the mountains to celebrate his family's 60th anniversary. So we're all like, you know, and the plan of having a good time. So they're like, oh yeah, there's horseback riding, which if you guys don't know, I love horses. I used to ride in Colombia, jumping, dressage, all that kind of stuff, you know, competitions and all that. I was like, oh my God, we're going to get to ride horses. I'm so excited. So we get to the lodge. The first thing I see are the beautiful horses. I'm like, oh, Polly, we're going to. So, short story. The day before we go to the horses, like everybody's going to go horseback riding. Okay. And there was like 20 people of us. There was a big family gathering. So like we're all going to go horseback riding and this and that, whatever. What do you think happens? My friend comes to visit me one day before. What's my friend? My rag. So when I get my period, I'm going through perimenopause, so it comes and it goes, and when it comes really hard because it hasn't come in like 3-4 months, whatever. And I get my period. And when I get my period, I say to Polly, I can't go horseback riding because now I got my period and I'm like totally cramping and like, so I'm sharing a bathroom with Paul's brother, Mark. So it's me, Paul, and Mark that, you know, use the bathroom downstairs. You know what I mean? Because everybody else has like their own room with their bathroom. So that was ours. And here I have to share a bathroom with my brother-in-law. And my husband, which my husband, I don't care because he's my husband. With my period and my blood and the napkins and oh my God, you guys. So the next day, everybody goes horseback riding except for me and Paul because I have my period, so I can't go. And there was no Wi-Fi and there was no nothing. And I'm sitting upstairs in the loft, like wanting to die. I'm like, why? Why? You know? And so my family, like Louisa, that's what happens. It's like, you know, when you want to like make a good impression and you have all, it's the stress, it's the change, it's just this and that. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I mean, we had a good time, but for me, those 2 parts of the trip were hell. They were hell. You know what I mean? So I was like, and I'm still embarrassed to this day. Because when you're on your period and you're not at home, you know what I mean? It's like a very uncomfortable place to be. And then like, you know, the tissues with the blood. You guys, ladies, you already know what I mean. And men that have ladies already know what I mean, you know. It's like so embarrassing, you guys. I was like, so like my aunt says, to the one who doesn't want soup, they give him 2 cups. In other words, you know, when you want things to go well, they just get discombobulated and crazy and stuff like that. But other than that, we had a great time. It was wonderful. Family and everything. Oh, and another thing. One more thing. It was so hot. With my hot flashes. And my cramps. You guys. I was like in nowhere's land. I really felt like such an outcast. I was like, oh, and then of course the bitchy side, because hello, I have my period, so yeah, I'm gonna be a fucking bitch. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is just like, I was like, okay, well, they saw me in full blast. This is like, hey, this is Latina J, and this is who she is, whatever. But you guys, talk about embarrassing moments. I was like melting in South Dakota. I was melting. It was so hot. And I'm like wanting to be with the family, well, which I was, you know, but I was like, everywhere I went, I felt like Frosty the freaking Snowman. Just drenched, right? It was insane. It was insane. When I finally got to the house, I was like, that's one thing, like, to travel and have your period come as a lady. I don't know. Some ladies are like, oh, I don't get cramps. I don't have no problems. And I don't get bloated. And man, I get like a freaking pig, okay? Like a Christmas pig. Huge, bloated, like, bleeding like a pig, sweating like a pig, just everything. Like the whole fucking enchilada plus the burrito and the taco. Like chalupa, everything. You know what I mean? It all comes together. Diarrhea, the whole works, honey. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. That was like super, super embarrassing. It happened this year, and I was like, dude, what the freak, dude? Like, what the freak, It was totally crazy. But anyways, that was just one of the stories I had to share because, sitting at that table eating breakfast that day after I take such a huge fucking shit. God, you guys. I don't know if you've ever had any embarrassing moments, especially like when you're meeting family or you're meeting somebody who, you want to make like a good impression on, and all of a sudden everything just goes to shit. Crazy. But anyways, that was something that I wanted to share. So anyways, if you like the story, give me a like. Press the little button and say like. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Hit the little bell so you can get my new subscription notifications and videos and everything. But yeah, if you guys have had any embarrassing moments, I want to know, like, what was the most embarrassing moment that you just wanted to crawl under a freaking rock and have like the earth suck you down. All right, ciao.